Hi everybody, it's Rose of Sharon and I'm back again with another series review. I just recently watched Dark Crystal, The Age of the Resistance, and this one is absolutely exceptional. It is phenomenal. It is so assiduously done that you could see every little nook and cranny and all the love and attention to detail that the Muppeteers actually took, including Lisa Henson herself, who spearheaded the project from her dad, and she had a full crate. Yeah. But despite this Herculean task, I feel that she delivered, and my expectations were exceeded in so many ways. I'd read the comic books, and there's one mention of something that occurs in the prequel itself that relates to the comic books. But they left it up in the air at the end. And I'm not going to say how or why, but it's definitely up in the air, and it is just absolutely begging for a second season. And of course, Netflix, they're just dipping their toe in the water and seeing how good the Nielsen ratings are, of course. I can guarantee you there are a lot of people who are fans of the original 1985 film, maybe one of them, and returning to that and recalling, well, why was this so? We were just thrown into a world that had little to no context. We just have these characters, and despite that, as a child, I was absolutely delighted by it and horrified as well. I wasn't really scared. I was just really kind of chilled by the whole scene with the podling getting his essence drained. Of course, everybody remembers that because it's just so visceral and raw, and you just see how twisted and evil the Skeksis really are. However, going to the prequel, it's very intriguing. It's more multi-layered. You have lots of facets, and it's one of those series that you can see that the Muppeteers had just an insane amount of fun with it, especially there's a scene, and this isn't really a spoiler, but Agra dancing that just made the whole series for me. Other than there was another character that was necessary for the whole quest part of the Dark Crystal, which remains absolutely essential in any sci-fi or fantasy, and this is a combination of sci-fi and fantasy, and you'll see why once you see it, and I won't go into detail why exactly this is. I don't want to divulge anything. If you're a fan, see it. Even if you don't like puppetry, just look at it for the art alone, the mechanics, just the sheer amount of ingenuity and, like I said, assiduous attention to the most minute of detail. The characters are absolutely sensational. We have a recurring character who is the Chancellor. I thought, oh boy. I mean, when I saw the trailer, I thought, that's the Chancellor. Oh my goodness. And I got all excited because I remember how I loved to hate him. But even though he is one of the best villains I have ever seen in any depiction of media, he is conniving. He is so cunning and clever and sly and sneaky and traitorous, and I don't know why. I don't like villains, but I love him because he knows when to take advantage of situations toward his benefit. And you think, oh my goodness, that was low, but then you think, had I had the same opportunity, I probably would have done the same thing. Not sorry, but no, I wouldn't. No, but given the fact of the matter that I am a goody two-shoes, I would never have done that. Needless to say, it was a beautifully done series. Just everything about it was absolutely gorgeous. The character design is just stellar, just beautiful. The mystics. Oh, the mystics. They're just glorious. They're so ethereal in their design, and I love the mystics. They're my favorite, of course, but of course the gelflings. I like the gelflings too, and we come to really love these questers, these adventurous travelers, and what they're seeking, and finding a solution to basically years of being manipulated and puppeted around, and giving somebody the benefit of the doubt that didn't really deserve the benefit of the doubt. And yeah, it's good versus evil in the most strict sense, and boiled down to the purest essence of that. And I think Mr. Henson would be just absolutely tickled pink by this. He would love it. Plus, there's one part of it that's breaking the fourth wall quite a bit, and the puppets are using finger puppets. I'm like, Barnaby Dixon! You know, I started freaking out. I geeked a little bit about that because I love Barnaby and I love his work. And I thought, I wonder if Barnaby's seen this. It was just, you know, I got all excited. And kind of makes me curious as to if he has, because he would have been a perfect addition to add more puppetry to the show, I think. I know he gets paid off of the videos he does, and gosh, he's just so talented. I'm so inspired by him. I wish I could do what he does, but just that whole part, the hand puppets, really reminded me of his work. It's just so whimsical and endearing, heartfelt, and very profound. This is such an esoteric work. It's very philosophical, and yet there is that overarching theme, which I'm not going to go into because if I do, it'll ruin it. So, ding, boop, nothing from me. If you want to know what I'm talking about, watch it for yourself. That's all I can say. It's two thumbs up, no vetching, no. There's nothing wrong with this series. It's perfect. It's perfect. And they would be remiss not to make a second season because, like I said, last episode, episode 10, left some things up in the air that just are aching and leave you salivating for answers. It's a lot of questions are answered, yes. However, you still have those lingering ones just niggling in the background, taunting you, and you think, where's season 2 already? But we've got things like The Irishman coming up, so that will keep me occupied. Most